I'm just going.
Okay, I'm back. Can you guys hear me?
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you're running. Okay. You bolt with uncanny speed for a spine devil towards the garage. It's gonna take you about 15 seconds or so to get there.
He can't make a Constitution save until my next turn. By the way.
The end of your next turn, or
End of my next turn.
okay, sure. All right, so you move another round, then. Okay.
In that turn, I'll take.
Okay, you leave the main. You dash out of the main building, and at this point you see the garage to your left. And you see it, again, you see the large shed, pretty much for the most part an open shed, with various infernal carriages inside. There's about 5 of them there at the moment, and some of them are being loaded up with treasure, and some of them are, being maintenanced, and you see several sort of infernal pack animals sort of being tended to and tied up there. And you see, there's several devils working in that area. You wish to make your way there then?
Yes, I would.
Okay. All right. So you see no signs of pursuit at the moment, and no screaming or anything.
He's allowed to make his con save now.
Yeah. So you dash again closer towards the shed. You're maybe about now 50 feet away. The devils notice you sort of dashing their way. Very fast spine devil without wings. And they sort of look at you curiously for a second. What do you do?
They're just looking at me curiously. I'm just going to give them just a brief kind of little salute and just continue running.
Where are you running to specifically? I know you're running to the garage, but where in the garage?
My plan is to begin to just kind of jog through the garage until I see where they pull in the wagons from.
Well, you're running along the path where the wagons come in and out of the garage to the main road that heads out of the fortress. So the garage is in a side shed.
Okay, so the wagons that need repair come directly in. There isn't a side entrance that they take.
Yeah, but they come in through the path you're running down.
Oh, okay. See, I was thinking that I was going to be able to find some kind of back exit.
There is no back exit. There is only one way out.
Ooh. Woof. Upon noticing that it just was a dead exit there, I'm just going to kind of stop and just kind of wave to them for a second and just kind of go, well, I've gotten lost for the second time today, and just turn and walk away.
Okay. And walk away where?
I mean, fuck. I don't know. At this point, I almost need to go back and kill that devil. Oh my god, this is turning so bad. I don't know what to do. If I had had this guy's self or something, this would have been a cakewalk. Fuck.
Well, I mean, you completely misunderstood the layout, so I'm willing to move backwards because I don't feel like you've learned any knowledge that you could apply otherwise.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. The fact that I have that devil in the hallway and I haven't done that, I'm just gonna kill him.
Okay, then make your additional attacks, obviously with advantage, because
Sorry.
it is stunned.
I have to make all of these using hand to hand because I can't use the spear because the spear was coming out of my torso, clearly breaking the illusion.
It's your choice.
Well, no, it's just I know how illusions work. Yeah, I'm just gonna make, yeah, I'll just make another 2 attacks with my, hand to hand. The first one is a 22 to hit, and the second is a natural 20.
Okay, damage. Let's move it on, please. Remember, it's in stun.
Natural 20 is 16 points of damage, and the other one is only 6 points.
Alright, you strike out twice again as it is stunned, and it reels from the blows. It is still, you've done considerable damage to it, but it's still up. What do you, it seems like it hasn't,
Oh, it has
it sort of sputters a few words, but you can't make it out, and it's not very audible.
Okay, so I'll take my next 2 attacks then.
Yep.
That one was a 19 plus 8. The second one is a 16 plus 8. I'm assuming both of those hit.
Yep.
First one's 5 points. Second one's 6 points. And then I'm going to use Flurry of Blows for my bonus action for another 2 attacks. That one might not hit. That's a 17.
17's a hit.
Okay. That's only another 5 points. I rolled so many ones, I need to switch the die. And that one was another 17. I'm switching D6s because that one is going to keep crap. And that one's going to be 7 points of damage.
You only had one hit, or? Okay.
The first one was, no, that was 6 and a 7 for the
Okay.
last 2.
I see. All right. 2 more strikes out at the bearded creature, and it's sort of reeling, and you sort of see black ichor sort of coming out of its nose as you strike it hard in the face. It continues to sputter and is unable to move, but it looks severely wounded. You think you'll be able to down it soon.
Perfect. Okay. I'm going to continue to hammer at it.
Okay.
Oh man, these are starting to not roll well. That was a 16 to hit.
Yep, that's a hit.
16 hits still?
Yep.
Okay. There we go. That's a 12 points of damage.
Yeah.
And the other one is another 16 and 8 points of damage.
Okay. Striking out 2 more times, you manage to finally sort of punch through his chest, and sort of black ooze sort of covers your hand. As it does so,
I'm also very sorry. It was 10 points, not 12 points. My bad.
Yep, no worries, it's still dead. At this point, the creature's just sort of, those stuns sort of loses all muscle control. He sort of like falls down to his knees and collapses, and the glaive sort of clatters against the ground. And as that happens, he sort of melts into a puddle of black bile that sort of smears across the floor.
I'm just going to casually walk away from him and into the impound hall.
Okay. And sort of the glaive and his sash sort of clatters against the slime on the ground.
Ooh, I'll try and put the sash onto myself and see if it goes through the illusion.
It just fits. The illusion, for the most part in that area, fits snugly enough to your skin that it doesn't look too off-putting or unusual. You can position in a way that sort of fits, you know?
It looks more or less okay, like on a cursory glance it'll look okay.
Yes, it seems like.
Okay, perfect. Then I'm just going to head into the hall.
Okay. As you march into the hall, you see again the devils and working, sort of taking no heed of you at this point in time. But most of them are just sort of scanning the hallways. A lot of them are looking at various lists and just looking through the various items. You see that there's a large sort of an elaborate inventory system around. Some of them, but you see a number of spine devils sort of flying amongst the various upper shelves, and sort of the bearded devils below, sort of doing their work. But they seem to pay you generally no mind at the moment. But before you just see shelves.
What their organizing system is?
Can you read Infernal?
Nope.
You cannot make heads or tails of the system at the moment. You may make a perception check if you so desire.
Absolutely. Hey, but not good. The 6 total.
Okay. Looking about, you cannot make heads or tails of both the organization and the contents. Just the staggering variety of objects, and type and shape and sizes is just overwhelming your senses.
Well, talking to the Barb Devil before was not a good idea, so I don't want to talk to any of the Barb Devil here. I am going to pace about and see if there's see if I can identify like a recent intake area. You know, like if there's if there's a bunch of demons or devils going through like a particular a large table, going through new items and stuff.
Okay, sounds
good.
good.
If you can find something like that.
Yeah, okay. As you march through the catacomb of halls and shelves and dusty old items, you notice that, near the center part of the chamber, on a massive sort of iron table, are just objects just strewn all about there in a disorderly mess. You see sort of containers sort of on the floor around the tables, and around that area you see a number of lower level devils, mostly spine devils, just sorting through the various stuff there. Just sort of sorting throughout, inventorying it, placing it into boxes, and checking lists basically. Overseeing all of this is a single bearded devil, and sort of just making sure that the spine devils seem to be doing all their work. As you approach this area, a couple of the nearby spine devils, they sort of look in your direction, and you notice that they seemingly take particular notice of your stubby wings, and they sort of snicker amongst themselves. At that point,
Huh?
At that point, the bearded devil sort of looks up from his notes and looks over to you. Looks over to the spine devils and sort of screams at them, tells them to shut up and get back to work. Among the table is huge. It's easily, more than 50 feet long, and about 15 feet wide. It's just full of
Just
stuff.
clarification, he seemed to gun, but didn't really pay any heed to me.
Not for the moment. No, it didn't seem like he either. You're not sure if he didn't notice you or didn't care about you, but he was definitely more concerned about yelling at the devils that were working at the table. But they're all wearing the same sashes you are.
Yeah, I'm just gonna continue to kind of observe the table and see if I can identify.
Sorry,
I want to see if I can identify any of their stuff. I also just want to walk slowly and just kind of make it look like I'm actually looking for something specific. Like make it look like I'm actually doing some kind of job.
Roll a deception check again, then, please, and also roll a perception check.
Deception was an 11.
Yeah.
Perception was a natural 20.
Okay. You spot the items. You spot a pile of items near the end of the table near the barbed devil. They look suspiciously like your companion's packs and various things like that. It's about 10 feet away from the bearded devil. None of the spine devils are working on it at the moment. As you're sort of walking down the table, sort of stealing glances around. You're about halfway down the table, and the barbed devil overseer sort of looks in your direction and goes, "What's your business here?" He sort of looks at your sort of lack of wings and just goes,
Oh my. Yeah, I know, it's quite a laugh. Everyone enjoys it. I'm here to collect some items from my master, that's all.
looks to you as like, "Your master."
So we are his master. She's collecting our items.
We're all. Mammon is our master. Yes. What does Mammon want?
Well, unfortunately, he's requested some particular items. Apparently, there's a party here that was sent on the behalf of the Vistas and wants to investigate particularly what they have.
Looks you. I received no such word about that. None of the recent incomes were sent by Levistus.
I've been assured there was. I just spoke to another devil just recently. I was rather berated for it. I'm just trying to get this done.
Roll me deception, please.
That was much better than the 17.
He sort of looks at you and goes, "All right. So What is Mammon looking for specifically? I don't know of the creatures you're talking about. Do you know what he wants specifically?
I was told specifically that there was a tiefling. They're all on their way in still, apparently, to be minted. They were rather powerful compared to the usual lot. There was a tiefling that was apparently the leader of the group. And if I remember correctly, there's also a Goliath, a dwarf, something elvish. A human.
I've heard.
They were an odd lot.
I see. I've heard of that. Yes, they're sent here. Sold here by an Al-Taji, yes. Yes, their stuff is here. He sort of gestures towards the pile of items that you notice.
Apparently the tiefling knew the order of listing to the employees of it, and Mem wants to observe the entire party to confirm.
Well, she sure backed the wrong archdevil, then did she?
Seems so.
Well, soon enough she'll be properly right nice coin. Maybe she'll
The first midget won't always have a nice smell.
yes, maybe she'll be good fuel for for the train.
I will confiscate if you ever left me.
Okay, would you perhaps get cards I could use to lug all this along?
It sort of looks at you with disdain and some sort of let's see you make requests.
I'll just take a bit of
You make requests of me. Do you not know the hierarchy? Clearly you don't, because your wings were clipped. Probably by an angry superior.
I just flinch from it. I'll just take everything.
It sort of snorts and
I just go and begin
Jump.
picking up all the items.
Leap.
okay. You start. You take out the bag and you start putting in the items.
I need to stretch.
And the bag surprisingly doesn't get any heavier, but you're able to fit everything in without any damage to the bag. It's and as you sort of march.
Bless you, bag of holding.
As you sort of march away, and as you are on the far end of the table, you hear shouting behind. You hear the bearded devil shout from behind you. He goes, "Oh, hey there! I forgot. I need you. Mammon surely would have sent you a notice or writ or something. You show it to me. Show me the requisition request."
I turn calmly. Is there anything nearby me? Am I pretty close to like the exit?
I'd say you're about 60 feet away from the exit or so.
How many devils in between me and the exit if I intend to do any rash?
There are a few here and there, but they're mostly like there's like one bearded devil and a couple of spine devils working in the shelves above.
95-foot dash.
Okay. All right. You literally start bolting towards the entrance, and you don't hear anything for a good few seconds as you're dashing, and then suddenly you sort of hear, "Hey, where are you going?" "Hey, stop, stop!" And by that time, you've already pretty much you're at the door, and you've already ran past the devils that you saw that were sort of in between you, and we're gonna continue this later. Okay, so the rest of you guys. Sorry, Russell, you said Jazira had an idea.
Who's the most awake?
Sorry,
Of my two neighbors, who's the most awake?
they're all awake.
Who seems dumber or stronger?
They're both sort of peasants.
Oh yeah, I mean the summer pages. Sure. Actually, yeah, I'll just can I minor illusion, sort of a deep, echoey, stereotypical god voice and speak to them.
Okay.
I will say, you are in great danger unless you act now. This cage is weak. You must break out and break out the tiefling that's you.
Okay.
And I will give you more instructions after.
Roll me a performance check.
How do you see the battery life? I did not do that. Thanks.
Plus 18 total.
We're back.
All right.
Is it just charging for
You use your illusion to create that sort of
Yeah.
spectral voice, and the one in the cages that beside you sort of looks a bit dumb and brutish. They sort of stand up, sort of confused by the voice. They sort of approach the bars. They sort of try to reach out, but they can't seem to touch the bars. And they sort of yell, "Oh, what? Oh gods! I cannot touch it. Give me the power, oh gods!" And at this point, you sort of hear a rustle from the conveyor belts down there, and a couple of the spine devils sort of fly up. They look at the cage. They look at the brute, and they say, "Hey, what's that commotion?
Try to sneak
You there?
forward.
Don't interrupt us while you're working." It's like, and he was like, "Should we teach him a lesson?" Oh, I was like, yeah, sure. Teach him a lesson. At this point, like several of the spine devils sort of fly up to the cage to one side, and they start pushing the cage off the conveyor belt. At this point, the brute sort of looks wide-eyed and is like, "No, my God, save me!" And the cage gets pushed into the water. And you hear a splash as it sort of as the brute sort of screams, "Ah!"
You can even launch forward all the way
as the cage sort of sinks into the morass.
All
And
right.
the
Sarah
spine
has
devils,
killed 2 innocent people.
Holy shit!
the spine devil just sort of, and you sort of see as it sinks beneath it, you sort of see the cage glow briefly, red, and it's sort
Okay,
of.
that didn't work out.
And the spine devils sort of look around and goes, "Don't you all make a commotion, or you'll see you're gonna get for you." And they sort of fly back
I pretend not to know this.
to the conveyor belt and sort of continue their work.
All
All
right.
right.
Another neighbor, right?
Yes, the other one just sort of looks over
Should we what?
at the entire scene and just
Sneak.
retreats
Both
to
of
the
us
back
have
and just sort of
disadvantage.
like does the
And also the night
the
dwarf
hugs
who's
himself
probably
for
also
dear life,
disadvantaged,
basically.
like just 3 armored dudes.
Okay, so you got the rest of you guys. Okay, so you guys were the furthest ones. What were you guys doing?
We would
Did we find the hatch, or are we the only people who?
Well,
didn't
you
know?
broke yourselves out, right? Well, if you climb atop
Alright.
the cage,
we'll see the hatch.
you'll see the
so
hatch.
we break the other door out, right?
Yes. Break the other door out.
Okay.
And then let's sneak out.
Sneak out.
Now you have a door friend.
We
Yes.
have a dwarf friend for our lonely widowed dwarf.
So the dwarf sort of looks at you. She goes, "All right, we
Maybe
must,
it's new wife.
we mu- yes.
Hypothetically, could they remove the
Just
hatch,
casual.
put the bar back onto the? Is the hatch like removable, or just is it like?
It's
hinged?
just a hinged.
Okay,
It's
no.
a hinged trapdoor.
What were you thinking?
Oh, because like if you could just remove the entire door, use it as a shield. 'Cause you don't have a shield.
Oh. Does it count? You can use drawer doors as a shield,
I will
Mm.
use.
but it's not very good stats, dog. It's got holes in it.
Can you unmend
No, it's
something
just
and
like
then
a.
break
It's
up?
like a hinge. It's like a door with a hatch. With a...
But does it have bars?
Well,
or
the
does
door is like the door is admittedly about. The door is admittedly taller than normal, like in terms of the dimensions are like 5 feet by 5 feet. So
So it's a really good shield.
A tower shield.
We can all hide behind.
anyways,
Counts as full copper.
No.
anyways,
A
no, maybe
shield master.
maybe Thoris can
I have
hold
a
it
shield
up.
master. Anything can be a shield. I'm a shield master.
Anyway, sorry.
I can kill a spine devil and use it as a shield.
All right, so you guys, what do you guys do?
Yeah, what do we do?
And the dwarf lady's out.
Yeah.
3.
Let's
There's
go.
nothing but endless morass of swamp behind us.
Let's go.
And
cage
in the
hopping.
front is the great fortress that we were being fed
Let's go
into.
bar hopping. Break as many people out as possible.
Bar hopping.
Sure.
We can leap 10 feet, right? From top to top.
Sure.
Your long jump distance is equal to
Half our speed.
no, it's your I believe it's your strength modifier, is it not? No, modifier, your strength score. So I believe all of you can long jump 10 feet. That is not a big issue.
Sure.
I'll jump to the peasant's cage, open the door, and then keep on going forward.
Okay.
No, we should be going away from the.
We gotta
Okay.
find the others.
Yeah, but we don't know which way they
You
are.
go backwards, I'll
You-
go
you know,
forwards.
you heard the scream.
Yes, let's
You heard the
split up.
scream, remember?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we heard the scream. It was probably Jazeera killing people.
Yeah, long jump is
Yeah, we heard the scream, but it wasn't your scream, was it? No, it was some like rando. We're in hell. There's gonna be a lot of screams.
Well, someone's screaming.
but
they-
most of the
they need-
commotion is coming from in front of
Well,
you
if
guys.
anything, we should be.
But
away
you
from
did see the
commotion.
cage get knocked into
Yeah,
the
we should be going
liquid
away
behind
from the
it.
commotion, right? It's like a horror movie. You don't run towards the creepy sound actor.
That's
Yes.
what they do in horror movies. They run to the
Yeah, well,
creepy sound.
Yeah, and everyone
people
dies in the
usually
horror
die.
movie.
Yeah.
Yes, but we must find the others.
Yeah, but we don't know which way the others are. I suggest we take the more safer route.
You go with our new friend here backwards. I'll go forwards.
I'm not gonna split up the party. We're already split up as it is already. Let's just go. If you really want to run towards the danger, we'll do that.
Let's go.
After I stop the conveyor belt for you.
We don't know that.
My roommate.
Yeah.
Did you stop the conveyor belt for all of us, or did you do it for yourself?
Or was it just a happy accident on your little murder spree?
Yeah, we're just like, I don't want to stop a conveyor belt. I just want to stick someone's arm through
Yeah.
a conveyor belt.
You don't know.
Yeah, we don't know anything. We don't know what's going on.
Yeah. No meta.
Alright,
Yeah.
so let's go. Yep, that's what we're doing.
All right, we are gonna hop forwards.
Okay. So you make a mad dash towards the
Flip open cage
Towards the-
hatches as we go.
okay. Thoris, you?
Me? Well, last time I said I was running towards the figures. I was trying to open up the hatches from
Yeah.
really far away, and then they cut away.
Yeah. So as you continue forwards, as you get closer, and you told the drow to go in the opposite direction, right? Yeah. So you see in front of you, closing in now, sort of hovering in the air, just slightly above the cages for the most part, also freeing people, is a human woman. She's sort of dressed in robes, tattered robe, but she seems to be flying of her own power. But she's
Also freeing other.
Yes, it seems like it. She sort of looks in your direction.
Wait,
Okay.
flying human?
Yeah.
Like an asthma? Or...
No. She doesn't have wings or anything. She just seems to be.
Levitating.
Magic.
Yeah.
Hello there, you. Are you helping the prisoners escape?
She looks to you and goes, you must be the Goliath that I was told about.
Who are you?
You're one of your friends, an Eladrin of some sort. She is moving towards the citadel.
Okay.
Galadriel?
All right. Is that where everyone's planning to meet up? The Citadel.
She shrugs. If there is a plan, I do not know of it.
All right.
I merely.
Where are you headed?
I was planning on freeing some of these hapless prisoners, and perhaps in an attempt to create a greater distraction. But it seems like you've done some of the work for me. I suppose in that case, I will group up with you and your companions. Perhaps we can all find a way out together.
Amazing. I was just gonna seek some assistance from you. Perfect. I'm glad that you wanted to join in on this.
Well, I mean.
So off to the Citadel we are.
Be aware that at the heart of the citadels lies the mass of devils that administer this place. I hope you have a way of finding ourselves out of this plane, or we will all be under Mammon's dominion.
Of course, we strive to do our best. I'm Thoris. What is your name?
That is a matter for another day.
RNG, name generator.
Steve.
I do not know you well enough yet to give you my name.
What?
She might be a demon. But she wants to keep her name secret.
Very well. Why don't we go back in the direction? We should go back in the direction I came from.
Okay.
All right, Rias, you are heading upwards, right? So, at this point, a number of cages have been freed, and a lot more people are starting to try and worm their way out of the cages. And at this point, the screams of commotion and yelling grow ever more. You see spine devils, sort of some of them patrolling the sky, some of them that were investigating the conveyor belts, are now mustering up their forces to try and stop some of these prisoners from escaping.
Approximately how far away?
They're just scattered wherever.
Okay.
In front of you, the conveyor belt goes into the fortress. Another 100 yards or so away. And you notice, actually, as you're running in that direction, you notice that one of the cages got tipped over into the sludge while you're and you notice that, and the spine devils sort of then fly back down. And as you're running in that direction, you see you can make out a cage. It seems like Jazeera's in it. You can pretty much make her out.
You see the dead body next to it.
Yeah, with in the cage, in her is also, you can see blood, like a massive pool of blood, a dead person, with basically their forearms sort of severed off, mangled by some apparatus. Jazeera's just sort of in the cage.
Casually staring out.
Yeah, about 100 feet ahead of you.
Does she see me?
Yeah, I'd say you see sort of, yeah, in the back. Yeah, the cage is tall enough.
Okay,
You sort of see Rias sort of running in your general directions outside, atop the cages, and about 100 feet, about 5 cages behind, basically. So let's say, let's for instance.
5 pages behind.
So let's say Jazeera's here, and the cage. This cage just got knocked into the liquid, right? And
Okay.
you're over there. So you sort of. You can make each other out barely.
Come on, don't be shy.
Kind of motion.
You make that motion?
Yes.
I turn away.
Just walk away.
No one will know.
Is she still in her cage? She is, right?
No.
This is a great predicament.
Do they see us, like, jumping the cages towards them?
You guys are still a bit ways behind,
Okay.
so not at the moment.
Oh,
It's Jazeera and then Rias and then Thoris and then us. Okay.
it's gonna be a while, and we're opening.
I'll
cages
hop to
as
this
we go.
one and open this one. first.
Okay.
And then I'll open this. I'll hop to this one and then open that one.
Okay. You notice that Rias is opening the trap door atop the cage.
Oh,
You
can I
notice a
see if
similar.
there's a trapdoor and I can open it.
It is
Mine.
barred from the outside. You'd have to use a feat of strength, or something similar,
Can I try
or
to,
if you can somehow manipulate the.
I'll try
thing.
mage.
But you
hand,
can't see it though.
Then I get Satan to open it for me.
Okay. I believe. Does Satan get destroyed by the?
I believe I put him away before.
Oh, I see. Okay. So you summon your familiar. Sort of looks at you.
Open
Yes.
cage door. Now.
Looks at you. It's like, I can't get out of the cage. I'm sort of stuck in here with you.
I got T appear outside before.
That's Mandy's.
Okay.
Did you do that?
Good point. Yes, it does appear in the cage.
It's pretty good.
That's not
Oh,
the point.
there's somewhere. There's a
No,
trap
that is
door
the
above.
point.
It's pretty good, but I'm
I know it's Rias
Hey,
freeing others, so I figured that.
okay. It sort of flies up there and goes, "Oh yes, I see it. It looks around.
Yeah,
You can
it's
hear it sort of say, looks like quite a bit of commotion's happened since I've left."
Yes, now hurry and let me out.
Oh my god.
All right. Don't be so cranky. I'll do it. And it's sort of just, and you hear the sound of metal scratching, and the hatch sort of flies open. So Rias, you see an imp appear, and it sort of floats above the cage, and you see it sort of undoing the hinge. And,
I kill the imp. No, I don't.
If your familiar dies
With what?
here,
Anything. I could
Whatever.
kill the imp. I could one shot the imp with a fart, probably.
What the fuck?
if your familiar dies here in hell, then would it be a true death?
No, it's a spirit.
How far away is it? I could throw a dart like 120 feet or something. No, I don't do that. I'm kidding. Okay, I'll open this one, and by the time I finish opening this one, does it look like the imp has succeeded?
Yeah.
Okay,
The door's open.
Okay, I'm gonna start. Once I open that one,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start leaving out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna start turning.
So
around.
the trap door sort of flies open.
So I start following Rias. Is the sky free?
Didn't seem like it. No.
See, I'll say, Satan,
Laughing.
why don't you
So
free him if it's not too much trouble? So
I
More
guess
people is more
it sort of
distracting.
shrugs and it undoes the bolt and
So
it
funny.
sort of lifts the trap door open.
I tell him to come out. He's free.
It sort of
So
huddles.
you
They
remember
sort of
Mandy?
huddle in a fetal position. They
She's
don't budge at all.
We
They're
were
just
talking
sort of
about
like
making a
cowering.
12-month sub badge, and then she was like, "I'm gonna make skewers."
No. Oh, a nightmare.
Like-
Terrible nightmare.
Anyway, skewers. I can't.
Okay,
So at this point,
his problem. not
yeah,
mine.
checks and well,
Checks and Tormal.
no, you guys are the furthest. Though.
We
You're
are.
the slowest.
And we're opening all the cages.
And we're opening all the cages as we go.
Yeah. So, Thoris, you as you and the mage sort of advance towards the front because all the cages have been opened ahead of you.
Yeah.
You notice that there's sort of a swarm of activity now, as you see as the prisoners are fleeing. Some of the devils are trying to react to deal with the situation.
Okay.
In further up beyond you find you notice you notice far in the distance, like a couple hundred feet or so, that Rias is up there. Also the familiar form of Jazeera and her tiefling wings are sort of stretched out, but they're a couple hundred feet ahead of you. So they you guys are like near where Tiff is.
Yeah.
Right? But it seems like they've escaped as well.
I'll try to catch up to them.
Okay. You guys notice coming from behind that Thoris and
I'm waving.
a human woman is sort of
Wait,
flying.
was
beside.
We're
you.
going this way towards us that way.
Yeah, that's
Everyone
right.
else is that way, right?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right. This and the citadel is over here. And at this point, so Chex and Tormal, you guys managed to catch up. So you guys are all in the same area, I'd say now. Okay, well, not literally beside each other, but you all sort of see each other as you're all converging towards a similar spot.
Are there
chaos
people
and
following
commotion.
us, or have they all just
Well,
ran
the
away?
dwarf is with you.
Uh-huh.
The only people that are with you are the ones that you guys made communication with.
Oh, okay.
So the drow,
Everyone else just
the
left.
mage, everyone else is doing every man for themselves, and not
Okay.
so successfully. It seems like the devils are killing them quite quickly.
Oh, well, chaos is chaos, I guess. I mean, no, every life is precious.
And as you guys start converging, you guys finally all meet up together, and you're in the same area.
I need healing.
Oh, good for you.
You see the shapes of devils and screaming and sounds of fighting and
What am
combat all around.
How many
you.
spell slots do I have? Oh my god. I don't think I have not that many now. Oh shit.
Jazeera, as you guys sort of converge, you hear a voice in your head. It's Alti. So, how are things progressing? You think you'll be able to arrive at my position?
Where are you again?
I've just finished a most dreadful tour by this most banal of bearded devils. Even for a bearded devil, they're quite banal. I saw the crucible and so forth, and I didn't see your cage fall in, so I assume you're making your way. It looks like one of the conveyor belts isn't moving though. The
Yes.
bearded devil made some excuse about under maintenance or some such, but I suspect someone had a hand in it.
Exactly.
Oh, literally. You're a most funny one. So I'm just getting out a tour. Should be getting out of the citadel anytime, sometime soon. But see, I suspect that the citadel is protected by a field that prevents teleportation and plane shifting. You would have to meet me outside of the courtyard, past the bridge.
I'll relay this to everyone. We're meeting Alfie outside the courtyard past the bridge.
Okay.
So so I'll give you a general layout of what. So you guys are on this conveyor belt, the one that was furthest in the back here. So you guys are about here now. Your bridge is over top the land, the island. The citadel sort of looms in front of you.
Ooh.
And where Mitch and Alti came in was through the opposite side. Not that you really know
We're
what's over
meeting in the
there.
middle? Is that the...
But
Wait. Conveyor belts?
yeah,
Citadel?
you guys are somewhere here. yeah.
Right. And then they came in here?
That's yeah.
Okay.
I don't know that yet.
Yeah, but you can see at this point you can see some of the other conveyor belts from where you are.
Like from the outside,
Converge.
right?
Yeah, pretty much.
How many did we open on our way to the front?
cages?
Mhm.
Easily 20 or more.
Are they coming out or are they staying in their cages?
Some of them have emerged. Most of them that came out have been duly dispatched
Okay.
and causing chaos, but some of them jumped into the sludge rather unsuccessfully, trying to swim their way away. But you've noticed that most of those that do had little success navigating the waters.
Forgot where they're supposed to go.
Okay.
Well, it's not Styx, but yeah. But so yes, just meet me At the bridge, at the front, at the head of the bridge.
Do I know what he's referring to?
That's at the front of the fortress.
Can I kind of get an idea?
I mean, you suspect you can't see it from here, so you
Like,
suspect
we're
it's
at the
on the other side. Yeah, the fortress is about several hundred feet in length and diameter. So.
Okay, we need to go to the front of the fortress.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
Alright, well, at least it's better than us separating.
That is a better plan than
Scatter.
Now that we have all.
Yes,
Regrouped.
always break up the team, right? That's
Let's go.
the
Let's
rule
go.
of D&D.
Dwarf lady is still with us.
Always
Yes, the
split
dwarf,
party.
the drow, and the mage are here. You
You
go.
have a eight,
Who
and
does
you
not
have
have a
a
weapon and
human
really
lady.
needs a weapon?
I don't have a weapon.
I can't smite without a weapon.
Oh, actually, I technically do have a weapon. I have
Can
a
I use
bracer.
the dart as a dagger?
Yeah, I was thinking like, can I stab people with it and will it smite?
Yeah.
Okay,
it's,
cool.
it's a bit like, but could I have brought his torn off arm and be like, here's a weapon.
Can I take my
No,
like,
it got stuck in the
His,
mechanism.
his other arm.
Can I take a glove
You have
off and
nothing
then
to cut
whack
it off
someone
with.
and then
If
technically
we can
smite?
challenge them with duels like style, like fucking like smack them in the face.
Just use it as a blunt
Got
object
it.
and smack.
Well, there's improvised weapons.
Oh,
yeah,
awesome,
well,
perfect.
If only you still had your penis, then you can do it.
You can swing it as a blunt
That's
weapon.
one
That's,
damage.
that's
Oh,
a plus 10 weapon. That's
Yeah.
a plus 10 legendary weapon.
It's a plus 10 maul, at least.
Battering ram. Okay, anyway.
Wow.
All right. At this point,
Well, that's the
we're gonna bring
something
back
of the
to
divergence.
Baxter. Baxter.
So who's with us? Dwarf, the drow, and the human.
Yep, I'm here.
Yes. It's
So as you bolt out of the
Yeah.
chambers, you find
Oh my
yourselves
God.
out of the chamber just as
Should have an
you hear
Instagram.
screaming out
What?
from the
Should have a
bar,
poster.
the bearded devil behind you.
No,
And
not
as
really.
they start focusing their attention towards you, you notice at the other end of the hall, like coming from deeper within
Where would I even post it?
the mint, is Alti returning with the
Okay,
bearded
D&D
devil.
done.
They're about 100 feet
Wait, no,
away
it-
from you.
It posts.
But you notice Alti sort
No,
of
it posts,
sees
okay,
you
okay.
as you emerge from the chamber, and there's faint sounds of yelling
Okay, cool.
from
We're
within. The bearded devil sort of looks confused, looks over at Alti, looks over towards you. And
Right.
Alti sort of
Fucking expressions.
at this point just sort of looks over, and
Oh, she's an iPad too.
What?
She's an iPad
I
too.
know. Master, I got the things that you.
What? She.
She uses iPad too. It's appropriate.
Oh, Procreate.
What the hell?
I see.
Is that what he drew?
sorry.
This is what Mandy drew.
Mandy?
Yeah.
How far away is he from
Mandy?
you?
Oh, what is it?
Mandy,
sorry,
Mandy
what'd
wanna
you
be
say,
the
Mitch?
bread,
It's
bread in
skewers.
front?
No, it's skewers. It's
Oh.
skewers.
Oh, okay.
Being pegged.
Sorry, Mitch. What did you say?
Being penetrated?
No, it's
what
just
the
skewers.
hell?
That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like.
Guys.
Okay,
Guys.
guys.
We're all adults here.
How far away is he?
Taking skewers.
About 100 feet away.
They clearly see me.
The one behind's making that face, and the one
Sorry?
behind's like,
The bearded devil's sort of looking back at you, and then at Alti, and then back at you. And then at this point,
Go for skewers.
as he looks
That's
back
what you
at
got out
you,
of this.
you notice that the bearded devil just sort of starts glowing green briefly, and then with has a shocked look on its face, as he sort of crumbles into a pile of dust onto the ground.
So what just happened to him? Did someone kill him or?
You see, as the bearded devil crumbles into a pile of dust, you see Alti just standing behind him, sort of with its finger outstretched, and Alti just sort of, and the green there's a residual green glow from his finger,
disintegrate?
and Alti just sort of, just like, oops, my finger slipped. Alti looks towards you. Baxter is like, is it time to go? I hear the dinner bells ringing. I see that. And Alti sort of casts a quick spell, and you notice his movement increases twofold as he sort of dashes towards you with incredible speed. All right, time for an expeditious retreat, as they call it, and he sort of runs up to you. He shrugs. I told Jazeera where to find us. It's a matter of, I think I've done all that I can. It's up to them to finish the job, so to speak. Why don't we go?
Are we like running across? Is this land that we're running across?
Yes, that's
Okay.
right. Well, you're getting off the conveyor belt then?
I mean,
And the
there's no
ground
other
is
way.
about 10 feet below you.
I mean, there's no other way. Are you guys?
No, we weren't along because the entrance is in. We have to go into the entrance anyway, and the entrance is through.
You
the
can run through the entire mint if you wish.
Oh,
You don't know where
or
you'll
we
end
could
up,
just
though.
run like get on the ground and run around it.
Yes, that's
okay,
right.
yeah, that works too. Yeah, let's do that.
Well, you don't have Mitch has the gear. Mitch's character.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
guys-
I know.
Yeah, you guys haven't seen him though.
I know. He's just talking to us. Do meta.
I'm still laughing at that.
Yes,
What was she laughing at anyways?
the picture.
The Pierce picture?
The skewers.
The
Peg and skewers.
Yeah.
The what?
That's what the picture looks like. The one behind is like, it looks like pushing for, and the one in front
Okay,
is like
all
the
right.
skewer.
Where's that dry erase?
I don't know what kind of skewers you're eating there. They're just-
And she even animated the skewer to poke in front. Like, I don't know how obvious that gets.
There's no animation. It's a still picture.
Yeah, but she added in like the action, you know.
Can I animate that?
If you want, I guess.
Give me the
Okay.
intro.
I don't.
At this point, Baxter, as you and Alti sort of make your way out of the main gates and into the courtyard near where the garage is, you can hear behind you the sounds of sirens just going, a hellish siren, well, hellish horn just blast out. And you guys, of course, can hear this from within the citadel. It's sort of like
It's like those factory
an
lights.
infernal horn just sort of blares out from within the citadel, sort of almost shaking the entire island momentarily. At this point, you notice that the devils are stepping up and at that point, all the lanterns along the perimeter of the island start lighting up with an angry flames.
Oh no.
Um,
Reminds me of the Harim passage.
which one?
There was like, wasn't it like lightning puffs that was like everywhere and zapping us on the ships?
Oh, is that you're talking about the will-o-wisp or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
it
that?
reminds me
Yeah.
of what was an angry
okay.
lanterns with flames.
Yeah. All right. As you guys sort of run along the perimeter of the citadel, let's see. Surprisingly enough, there's no sign of pursuit for the time being. There seems to be a sufficient distraction from other elements that you're able to make your way around one of the great towers. I'm just using your knee as a table. That you make your way around one of the great bends of the citadel. As you continue on, you notice that on the ground there's a couple of patrols in the front. They haven't noticed you yet. There's a couple of bearded devils
How far away?
on patrol, about 80 feet away. So let's just put all your figures there just for reference. You know, we don't have to we don't have to play this out, but so let's say all of you.
Here's checks.
I'm gonna pee before we start battling.
Yeah, do what? So bad?
Let's say all of you are sort of like this, right? The bearded devils are making their patrols.
Okay. Oh,
here.
they're going that
The
way.
walls of the bastion or citadel are sort of like
Okay.
like that.
And there's only 2 of them.
You see 2 in the immediate vicinity. Yes.
Okay.
Sneak.
Can I sneak up to? Can I get 60 feet away from them, like sneakily? Is there any cover or anything, or do you just have to move
No,
quietly?
it's pretty open. They just seem to have not noticed you yet.
Okay. Can I kind of like?
You can go back and hide behind a corner if you wish, or
No.
you still have time to react. Meaning. So okay, let's say you guys are more like this for
They
now.
haven't found us
I'll
yet.
pass off my 1 dart to checks because checks needs a weapon.
He needs to pee. So he needs
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
dart.
That is a lot of
My
pee.
1 silver dart.
Checks
60 feet
pees
away.
on the demons.
We haven't done initiative or anything, right? So
Nope.
we're just.
You guys hold off. Yeah. The mage sort of looks at you.
I mean, I don't think
What's
we're
the
gonna get
matter?
around it, and just murder them. But just do like a light bit of murder. Right? No.
She looks at you. Goes, Do you have any weapons of any sort?
I mean, I have weapons. I don't need weapons.
You know, weapon.
I don't need weapons.
She looks at you.
I can blast, but I'm.
Okay,
If you will
wait,
get me out
um,
of here safe, I will try. I can try something if you wish.
We have to get through these guys first. Wait, who doesn't have weapons? So Chex needs a weapon.
Nobody has weapons.
This guy.
Well, you have the bracer.
I technically have a weapon.
Is
Okay.
everyone peeing?
Wow, you guys pee train?
You guys should be cleaning my bathroom after tonight. I see a lot of
Pressure
bathroom.
washing it.
Because
I see a
Marty
lot of
mostly
bathroom
casts just your
usage.
blasts. What's wrong with your legs?
I've been sitting like
What
for
is-
hours.
What do
Have
you
you
say?
considered?
That's fine. That's
Not sitting like that.
Yeah. He is offering. You should take it.
You didn't.
I don't need to. I have a spot. I'm comfy. But clearly you're
I'll
not.
fit between you guys.
Why do you have to fit over here?
I can. I just.
Sit here. He's literally
Or take
offering.
Russell's seat while
Yeah.
he's.
No,
in
no,
the
no,
bathroom.
it's fine. It's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
it's
It's fine.
musical chairs.
That's fine. Just need to stretch it out.
She goes.
Okay, this is the opportunity. We post more feet, get more money.
She. Maybe Tiff can send me the table.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I gotta.
Oh yeah, weren't you supposed to bring that table a long time ago?
Like months ago.
What happened?
What? No, don't take.
At this point, the
What table?
Okay,
the mage looks to you, goes, I can assist, but I might need help cleaning it up, so to speak.
Cleaning it up.
well,
Otherwise, we can. She looks to you. I do not have the magics to make us all invisible.
are they moving or are they just like facing away? Are they moving away from us?
They're moving slowly.
Okay, like, I feel like,
They're
We should-
pacing.
I can sneak up to them.
What we
make a
really
fir-
need is a bow for you.
I don't need a weapon.
Okay.
Take this dart. Stabby, stabby, smitey, smitey.
I think you would.
I don't need the dart.
You need
Stabby,
the smite.
Smitey, smitey.
Yeah.
Take the smite.
Smitey smite.
Okay, and I'm gonna try and sneak up, like, walk quietly about 60 feet away.
Okay, so there's no because there's no darkness or anything. There's no sneaking.
Can I just walk
Quietly, like quietly.
Like,
Yeah, but
like,
they're-
walk quietly.
They're
like,
their vision is omnidirectional. meaning
Actually?
they're not well. During combat, not during combat. What I mean
Yeah,
is
exactly. So combat
in
hasn't
these
started yet.
situations,
So combat hasn't
Combat
started
hasn't
yet.
started. They don't
And
see
they're
him.
facing away from me.
Well, they do turn back every once in a while. It's not like
Well, whether you can make it during that once in a while, between that once in a while.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
meaning we're rolling initiative, or unless you get
If
an
it's 60,
invisibility
if it's
spell
60
cast.
feet away, I'm fine, but they're 80 feet away, is what you're saying.
Just shoot them. You get a free attack.
No, I can only attack from 60 feet. That's like the longest I can reach right now.
Fair enough. Right, because you don't have your bow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could just
Why
let them
we should get you a
pass.
bow.
We could just wait and let them pass.
Can we?
No, we need to spend as little time here as possible, though.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
but we can also just let them walk forward a bit more.
But
And
can
then
I
move forward.
minor illusion
A guard.
something for Rias to hide behind? Like, what kind of
Yes,
do
you
see?
Yeah,
can,
you can,
of
I
course.
Oh, what do I see that looks like it?
I mean, you could make like a rock,
Sure, I'll
like
do
a big rock.
I'll do a rock.
Okay,
Well,
5-foot
then
cube. Draw where your rock is.
What do you want to make, like, whatever's in the background?
And the range is 30 feet, right? Is it?
Yep.
Okay.
I
So
believe-
draw a rock
Okay.
30 feet away from
Real
you.
quick, I'm gonna establish Psychic Whispers on Jasira, Mage, Chex, Drow, and Tormal?
I had another human with me.
And Tormal, I think.
Okay, so no.
Or no,
dwarf.
Thor. Yeah,
Thors?
Tormal. Yeah. So, and then I'll say,
Not Thors?
on
Okay.
my signal, you'll know when you see it, and I kind of try and, like, book it and sneak and, like,
Okay,
hide
so I'll
behind
need
this.
you to make an acrobatics check then.
Okay.
And a
Acrobatics.
stealth, double check, because you're trying to move from an open spot to
Okay,
the other.
acrobatics. That's a 23.
Mhm.
Also, can I inform you you can hide inside the rock? Or I guess.
Stealth.
What we can? Oh yeah, we can hide inside the rock. Right?
Stealth is
It's not real.
23.
Okay. You managed to make it across and behind the rock. You don't hear any sign from behind the rock
Okay.
that there's movement back towards you. And the rest of you guys have noticed that the bearded devils, in that time, the bearded devils have moved 10 more feet.
Okay, so this is around 60 feet though, right? 40, 50. Fuck!
I could make a new rock.
Yeah, could you please?
How many times?
Well,
can you
you'd
do
have
it?
to move closer though. Okay, so well at this point though, you're moving into the open, so you'll have to roll an acrobatics and stealth check then to try and move to a position where you can't be seen.
Can I in one movement make a movement like 10 feet and make an attack?
Why did you guys
while
put the
they're
rock on
unaware
this
from me?
side?
Well, we'd just roll initiative at that
Then we could
point.
just walked over without having
Yes,
to
but then I would like a surprise
tumble.
round for initiative because we never get those on our side.
Well, no, you can attack now, and then we roll initiative, and they're probably gonna be surprised. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm doing it.
Okay. Okay. Roll initiative.
Everybody or just him?
Everybody can do it.
21.
$17.
21.
What is it?
It's not great.
What is it?
5, that's what I rolled.
6.
Did you just...
Oh, 20.
I'm just plus one.
My
What?
initiative is 21.
Wow!
Holy!
Dude, that's super rare.
Dude,
You
you
actually
now
rolled-
rolled like 3 natural 20s in this entire campaign.
It'd have to be for initiative.
Yeah.
Checks.
6.
Okay. Rias, yes, you may. What do you wish to do?
From this moment, am I hidden? I want to have advantage on the first attack. If I'm like bursting over behind like an illusory rock.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. I'm so happy. I'll move. I'll do that single move like across here to get within 60 feet. Make a first attack by throwing my action psychic blade at it with sharpshooter. Can I do that? Are you cool with that? I've done thrown weapons with sharpshooter before, and this is just another thrown weapon at this point. Or the what does the text say? The magic blade is a simple melee weapon with finesse and thrown properties.
Still streaming?
Yep.
What's the phone for?
Streaming.
Oh, you can't use the laptop.
I can't use it.
Why? Too slow?
Yeah, I think it's too potato. It's a Chromebook.
Yeah.
Chromebooks don't allow you to do that for some reason.
Did they donate more money?
Did they donate money from the feed pics?
No. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a ranged weapon technically. Yeah.
Okay, first attack is with sharpshooter. That's not a natural 20. Oh, I only have +6. Does a 19 hit?
19 is a hit now.
Do you still have advantage everything?
Oh shit, I need an extra d6 now. Oh.
D6.
Thank you. 4, 3, 10, 13 plus 16, 29 points of psychic damage
Okay.
with the first attack, and use my bonus action to throw another one with my offhand, but that does slightly less damage.
Okay.
For also with sharpshooter, 20 to hit total.
Yep.
For d4. Oop. For another 19 points of psychic damage.
All right. 29, 19.
Yep.
All right. You strike twice at one of the bearded devils. It reels as the blade sort of shunk into its back. It reels and it's sort of staggers, but is not quite dead yet.
That's alright. And then rest of movement. 5, 10, 15.
You go through
get
the
behind
rock.
this stuff. Yeah, but I don't want them to think that the rock is an illusion. I want them to think it's real.
Okay.
Okay.
Wouldn't
that
they
was
know? Because they literally walked through that like 30 seconds ago.
If they remember that.
Well, you could have
Yeah,
easily
rock.
summoned it, right? So they would have to use their action to inspect it for an illusion.
Yeah, and
Summon rock.
and then I'll just tell everyone if that was the signal.
Okay. Thoris, your turn.
Signal. No,
Yeah.
Remember, you still have 3 levels of exhaustion. Your
Yeah.
speed
Oh,
is
shit.
halved, and your you roll
Disadvantage for
attacks.
checks.
Yeah, for everything pretty much. Attacks, saving throws, I believe.
How many levels
And
of
your-
exhaustion before you die?
6.
6.
Alright, 3 more to go. Die like a hero. Hashtag
Hey, oh,
die
you know what?
without
I can
bitch.
just die and you can just resurrect me.
Does he get resurrected with 6 levels of
Your
exhaustion?
exhaustion
Immediately
doesn't
die?
get erased when
Oh,
you get
damn it!
released.
That would be
So
really
you just
nice.
immediately die again.
Wait, how does that work? Yeah.
Hashtag die without
True.
bitch.
Yeah, what if you die from exhaustion, get resurrected?
You just
Do you go
really die
down
again.
to like 5
That's a good
levels?
Well, I'd probably say if it's anything more powerful than I'd say if it's anything more powerful than a raised dead, then sorry, if it's raised dead or more powerful, I'd say your exhaustion is back to 0.
Okay,
So
okay,
5th
okay.
level and above?
But no, yeah,
So not revivify.
I'd say no.
Would revivify not work then, or it would just
Probably.
You
yeah.
res-
one
Doesn't
down?
immediately
It'd be
die.
like 4 exhaustion.
Yeah.
Too exhausted.
Well, I'll have to reread the books, but I won't do it right now.
Yeah,
Because
the
I assume
damage
you
is
aren't
hard.
casting because you don't have
Well,
material components
and I have disadvantage on checks, right?
on everything. Yeah.
On me?
Yeah.
I'm only like technically 10 feet away. Like, so if I make it to this square, they can't see me, right? Because the line of sight
They
is blocked.
won't have line of sight, I would say.
Okay, so I only have to move over like 15 feet, 10, 15 feet. Well, like, I don't know exactly where we are. I'm
Yeah.
assuming we're all kind of just here.
Yeah, yeah.
So I only have to move over like 10 feet. I just have
To what?
to not show myself to the...
Well, at this point, they've been struck already. They've
Yeah.
turned around, so
Alright.
they can scan the whole battlefield at this point, I'd say.
Sorry, just minor illusion requires material, but my thing is just anti. Or I just don't have somatic, but it is just fleece. So wondering
Oh,
how it is.
well, you've already cast it, so.
I mean, fleece could be just.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can pull off a piece of your undercoat or whatever.
Okay. Well,
Because it is cold, or it was cold where you guys were. So.
I'm
Presumably
gonna...
there's some cold weather gear that's fleece. Sorry.
I was just gonna move to over here because I can't really go very far.
Yeah.
So I can go like
Yeah, you can move it 20.
5,
at the moment.
10, 15, 20. So this is as far as I get.
Yeah.
I'll just chill there.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
I can rage on my
Tormo,
bonus
your
action.
turn.
That's about
Okay.
it.
Get more exhausted?
No, he needs to use the berserker thing. He can rage without penalty. Right?
Yeah, just normal range.
Okay.
I'm going to level 3 bless. So it would be 5 of us.
Okay. All right. At this
Chonky
Are you
point,
sure? Do you have spell slots left?
4.
the mage, she sort of looks over to you. And she sort of gives takes a deep breath. Sorry.
That's check.
She takes a deep breath and she just sort of steps out.
She just
Leroy
disintegrates some motherfucker.
Jenkins.
Huh?
She disintegrates.
She holds her hand out and
Power
she
word
casts a
spell.
spell. No, it's not. She's not that strong.
Wish.
Power word inconvenience.
If she could wish, she would have escaped without your help.
Maybe she just didn't think of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just low
She
intelligence.
was-
high
high
whatever.
wisdom.
Yeah.
Or whatever you need to cast.
High and low wisdom. 14.
All right. A bolt of lightning
Oh shit!
flies out of her hands and streaks past the two of them. So
Pass missed.
what?
Pass 2 of them? Or did she
No,
miss?
no, it goes through them.
Oh.
Okay. The one that you've injured severely sort of gets zapped into a puddle of goo. The other one gets struck, and there's a bit of singeing, but it's still alive.
Oh, they die here, huh?
The other NPCs, the Grouser just cowers behind the
Just like
wall.
mortals.
Does it
The
drop a
dwarf
weapon?
woman just sort of holds steady because she has no weapons either.
Does the bearded devil drop his weapon, or does the weapon disintegrate along with it?
No, the glaive falls onto the ground. Yeah.
Glaive.
You're gonna- okay. Next up, it is Jazira's turn.
Do that shit!
I got the blasting twice. It's only +8 because I don't
3
have
times.
my. Oh yeah, 3 times. Yes. So that's
It should be +9, right? Your charisma's
13.
20. Is your charisma 20 yet? Oh, it's still 19. Okay, my bad. Sorry, it is +8. You're right.
sorry. What did I just roll? Did I roll 4?
4.
So yeah, that's just 12.
Okay, 12 is a miss.
23
Hit.
and 13.
13's a hit.
Okay, so 2 hits. So
Damn.
1d,
13.
Yo, we can actually hit!
that's 4. That's a 12 damage on the
Yeah.
first. Then 10 damage, so 22 total.
And then 22.
Can
Alright.
I hide behind this corner out of?
Yeah, you can fly back or hover back
Has Tormal
behind
ever
this.
gotten a killing blow?
Huh?
Has Tormal ever gotten a killing blow on anything?
That's a good question. I don't know. So you
Killing is
strike out
bad
with
and
Eldritch
wrong.
Blast
These are
twice.
demons.
Unfortunately, the last bolt missed, which could
All
have been
life
a
is
killing
precious.
blow. But the bearded devil staggers forward and is severely wounded. Okay, next up it is the devil's turn. The devil sort of turns around with his glaive out, his curved glaive, and just sort of
Charge back.
he looks at the situation with his companion being dead, and
Sound the alarm.
Oh no.
he sort of makes a scream and sort of just in a moment of pure and unbridled
Horniness.
What?
Arousal.
Fuck.
Pure and unbridled.
blood rage just
That's
charges
what I'm
suicidally towards you guys.
Kill
There-
me too.
All right, next up it is Rias. It's your turn.
Wait, didn't Chex and Tormal?
They did nothing.
What?
Wait, what? Did
What?
this?
Oh, sorry.
No, I blessed everyone.
Yeah,
Oh, Tormal
Chex,
blessed Chex.
Tormal already
What
did
does
it.
plus do?
Oh.
And then
You get
Chex,
a
sorry, what was your-
+4?
6. My
Oh,
initiative
okay,
was
sorry.
6.
You were actually before
Sorry,
that,
that's
but
plus
you can
4
go.
to-
Okay, where's the glaive that was dropped?
It's-
Oh my god!
It's fine.
Oh,
You have
you add a D4 to attack rolls and saving throws.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it's too late to
Yeah.
add that D4.
I have a dart. I will move. And where's the illusionary rock? Right there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I will move towards this guy as far as I can. I don't think I can reach him. 5,
That's
6. Yeah, that's
your
okay.
Normal movement, yeah.
I
gonna
will
huck it at him?
hold my turn. And if he comes into range, within range, I'll attack. Well, of course, attack of opportunity. Okay. I
You don't have
can.
a polearm.
What?
You don't have a polearm.
Huh?
I don't think Sentinel requires a polearm.
Oh, it's not.
Really?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just
Um,
Yeah,
Anyway.
it's not a polearm.
I thought it was.
Polearm just extends the range of Sentinel.
Yeah.
for reach. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
well, and
Whoa.
in any case, your initiative is actually before it, so
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying
Can I move as far to it as possible then?
you can move into melee range if you wish.
Okay.
I mean, you can huck the dart if you want. As
No.
well.
No. I'm
Okay.
keeping it.
Okay, you want to dash then?
Sure.
Okay. Cool.
But then if I go before it, then it would have approached me instead, right?
Well, no, I made a mistake, so why don't we just play it out this,
Okay,
this
okay.
round and we'll...
In that case, I won't move towards him. I think I'll
Okay.
just stay near the rock.
Oh, okay.
Rock. Okay.
Okay, well, it's Rias' turn anyway, so
Okay.
it's likely it'll die.
Okay.
True. And then I get a glaive.
I'm not hidden anymore because I have to use a bonus.
Yes, that's right. It knows you're behind there, but,
Yo,
it looks severely wounded, so...
yeah, I'll kind of pure style like dash through here, run through there, and then do 2 separate blade tosses.
Okay.
So first one is a plus d4. So 13 plus 6 is 19 to hit total.
Okay.
For no sneaky.
Plus 1. Oh, yeah.
No sneaky. D6. For 19 points of psychic. Still
Okay.
alive. Still alive.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Although, anyways, it's not important. You are within range. At this point, you deal a final blow. You sort of spike it right through its head, and it sort of dissolves into a pool of infernal ichor.
Glaive.
Okay, yeah, I'll grab the glaive and toss
Yeah.
it over the chest.
There are 2 glaives because.
Well,
of
we
the
can
other
give one to the knight.
Give one to Thoris.
Oh, Thoris, yeah.
Yeah, I would take one because I only got a
Oh, you
melee
don't
range.
have one. Oh, okay.
Well,
cool.
you have your butterfly blades as
I
well.
do. 1d6.
We'll blow up butterfly knife, like the.
That's the bracer. Bracer can remove a butterfly knife
Yes.
that's attached.
He has Wolverine claws.
Yeah, it's
A
just
little
claws.
bit, yeah.
Okay.
How would that? I can't even imagine that right now.
What?
What would that look like?
It's like a bracer.
you know
it's
how-
like Assassin's Creed, it comes up.
Or it's like how if you think what's that Halo? There's that weapon. Isn't there that
plasma
weapon
sword?
that's like
The energy sword.
a little bit? Yeah.
So an energy sword comes out the front and it does slashing.
Okay.
Yeah, sort of
Okay.
like that.
All right.
Just like Wolverine claws.
I have a whip, too.
Oh.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Dwarf
Dude.
daddy.
Why was that all overreaction?
Okay, at this
What
point,
you said he has a whip.
Because y'all
this
learned
is
this
being
shit.
dispatched.
Let's move on.
Perhaps we should proceed.
Someone's been a naughty devil.
Ooh.
Because the. Let's see.
Okay, moving on.
All right.
Glaive.
As you continue to move on, unfortunately, you get this. You can sort of hear from the watchtower.
Well, should we give the spike to the knight then, so the knight has a weapon?
The spike.
Not spike, the dart.
Dart?
Sure.
Let's ask what weapon are you most familiar with?
What do you mean?
That's the knight.
Weapon are you
The
most
dwarf
familiar
knight?
with?
The dwarf knight. Yeah.
I'm
like-
familiar with all the martial weapons.
Okay, cool.
It matters not.
Okay.
Give him like a cowbell.
How is that a martial weapon?
Is a whip a martial weapon?
It's connected to my cursed armor. It's not like a
Oh.
Okay, yeah, but what if she just grabs you
I'm
and
like-
then you are the whip?
scorpion.
I thought.
Get over here!
I thought.
Uh,
All right.
Anyway, she can
You
take
can
the
stab
dart for
people
now.
as they approach
The
you.
dart. She
Yes.
looks at you. It's like
Thanks.
it's okay.
Now I know what that
it's
is. I actually went on YouTube.
It's
and
my
looked it up
favorite
and then I
dart.
saw like a
Excuse me?
compilation.
It is okay. You can
Get
take
over
it back,
here.
Ola.
So yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll take my dart, and then we'll just like move on and
Okay.
try and make our way.
At this point, as you guys continue on, you notice that you're pretty sure you've aroused some sort of.
Aroused.
Yes, we have
We have roused.
You have
a rouse.
Aroused. You did say aroused.
One single rouse.
Arisen.
you have
one
you have
rouse.
Yes, the
you have
doll is standing a little taller.
you have drawn
Those
the
dogs.
you have drawn the attention of some of the devils that were perhaps overseeing the light tower. You sort of hear a sound of a horn from one of the nearby light towers as you continue running on. And you hear infernal screaming,
What are they
shouting.
saying?
They go, I see some escapees. Call in reinforcements.
They're calling reinforcements.
Reinforcements have arrived.
What? No, don't say that.
Okay, so you guys make it further on now, and you've run around that part of the citadel. At this point, I guess I'll draw out this area because as you round the corner, you notice running out of the courtyard or
If you put on your side.
into the courtyard.
Gilmore?
You
yeah.
see,
Oh yeah.
well, Jazeera, you recognize.
It's so weird.
Altis
There's always a pair of chopsticks. Every single time I look, I forget there it is. So it's like, oh.
other
Just eat it with the
form,
chopsticks.
right?
Yo, they sell them for $25 a bag. 25.
Why is it so expensive?
They import it from Singapore.
$25 for that bag.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And
mate?
it's pretty expensive in Singapore too.
Yeah,
Oh,
everything's expensive in Singapore.
Why is it?
It's like for
Why
people.
is, it's just
I'm
chips.
kidding.
Thank you.
But these were on sale.
How much?
25 for 2 packs.
Oh, so you have another one?
It's a $12.50
No.
bag of chips.
It's already gone. Yes, I know.
Did you eat it at work?
Yeah. Not the whole thing, of course, but
Oh, I would still believe it if you ate the whole thing though.
I would too.
Well,
Actually,
actually,
it hasn't. It's not the first time I've eaten the whole thing.
For 28 grams, 170 calories. Well, it's not that much more.
Hey, does it have any iron in it?
Actually, I'm cholesterol.
It
Iron!
has
Hey,
eggs, doesn't it?
4%.
Hey!
8.6 milligrams.
So if you ate the entire bag, that'd be 40% of your day.
That's not bad.
That's not bad!
Damn.
That's not bad at all.
I got good girl taking care of herself finally.
Okay. Sorry, as you
Did you find out whether you actually had anemia?
What do you mean actually had anemia?
You're
as
saying
opposed to the fake anemia.
Or like you thought you did, but you weren't sure.
Yeah, like the gluten-free people.
Yeah,
Okay.
who actually have anemia.
No, just the gluten-free people that aren't gluten-free.
No, yeah, for sure, am lacking in
Iron?
iron.
In fee. Okay, so as you guys round the corner in this area, and you see a road in front of you, an infernal stone road, and over there you see a bridge spanning. Excuse me. As you approach this area, you notice. Actually, it's not. You see-
This is a new corridor?
No, this is outside. This is a road. Okay.
Okay.
And
So
this
there's still like stuff here.
this is mostly field. It's
Okay.
barren, not barren. It's
Oh, my hip.
it's barren field.
It's like a path on the road, it's like not 10 feet up or.
No, it's like literally stone. It's on
You
the
sit on
ground.
one, I'll sit on
No,
the other one.
Yeah.
But why do I have to sit on one? I'm comfy here.
Daddy normal.
I'm just gonna use.
Dwarf
I'm just gonna use that for Alti. You see, dashing past the pathway there, a spine
Here's a
devil
spot.
with
I know.
with burnt wings, burnt out wings, with no wings, with stumps for wings,
Stumps for
and you also see a
Amputee.
mysterious robed, anthropomorphic jackal-like creature, sort of dashing down in this direction. As you do so, as you guys round the corner, Baxter,
He can't chat. He can only do text because his
you
wife
should get
is.
a microphone.
What's
No,
on the
he's
back of the book?
wife's asleep.
His
so-
wife is.
Well, I know,
Back of the
I
book.
you should get.
What's on the back?
Anyways,
Or you should whisper at us like.
Just doodle.
yeah, you can do ASMR.
Why is your ASMR so?
Nobody heard you.
Sorry, you see two figures running past you guys along that path, towards the
Oh,
bridge.
that looks yummy.
And I know that's healthy, right?
Who made
Who's-
that? Mitch? Oh, Mitch you made curry. That's awesome. Cultural food.
Mitch or
As-
Mitch's
This is
wife?
almost true for.
As you guys round the
It just
corner,
helps me concentrate.
Altis
Doodle.
sort of
It's very nice. I like it.
turns his head around and sort of notices you. He goes. And you hear telepathically, "Oh, good to see you've arrived. Carrying extra baggage."
Standing there.
Very well. Catch us if you can. And they continue dashing.
Follow him. That's healthy. He's gonna help us.
All right.
Go, go, go.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Go.
Okay. So you guys run, and at this point,
Chuck the whole
with
party
the,
into
with the
the field.
horn still blaring,
It's little oars. How
the-
cute. The boat.
at this point the dwarf woman sort of looks to you, go, "Those are our contacts."
Ish.
They're undercover.
I see. Those peculiar allies you work with.
Give Tormal a nudge.
I turn
Wow,
and
let's
back
go.
and just tell
What
well,
are we doing?
that's actually a little more
Lady?
normal.
Huh?
Go for it. It's pretty buff.
Okay. At this
What,
point,
just because I'm a dwarf, I have to hook up with other dwarves? You racist.
Hey, you've been
Human
deprived
witch
for
lady,
years.
she's definitely really buff.
You racist.
at this point, you
How dare you
guys.
assume his likings?
Yeah. So my wife was human.
So the maid.
Oh, your wife was actually human.
Really?
My backstory.
Hey, I actually have an Asian woman. I mean, sorry, not Asian. A human woman.
In Asian what?
Because I was with the human woman, and I accidentally said Asian instead of human.
A human woman.
Not Freudian.
There was like the
The mage?
yeah
Oh.
the mage. Yeah. So she
Well,
was
it's more
human.
the drow. The drow is. Hanging
We've
on
also
for
met a
dear
lot
life.
of humans in Harem. I'm not
The-
hooking up with every human I see.
That we know of. How many babies do you have? How many baby Tormals are
Okay,
there?
what I do in my private life, I'm not actually a blacksmith. I'm just a man whore.
He doesn't fuck. He makes love.
As you guys converge on the road out,
My armor just plays Barry White. There's a button.
The armor is armored everywhere but one place.
That's actually where the whip is. Okay, that's the last joke.
She was like dead.
at this point, Altia looks around and looks like,
Oh
it's like, "Oh no, this will not do. I'm afraid."
What's
Sort
the
of- He's sort of counting.
I
the
reply,
number
they
of
can't
people.
take them all.
I'm afraid that
Take us at least, obviously.
I mean, brought along a little bit more extra
How
baggage.
many can you take?
I'm not
Open the
saying
gates.
this out
Let's
loud.
see. There's. It looks at you. I can bring 8 of you, and that is all.
So
I'm
extra
afraid
two, wait,
one-
two extras.
All.
No, 8.
No,
So-
including.
Not including Alti. It looks at you. There are 9 of you, right? There's 6 of you.
Yeah.
Mage, Drow,
Yeah.
and the
And Baxter.
dwarf.
Dwarf, yeah.
I'm Baxter, right?
Well, dwarf. Baxter
Oh.
is including you
Oh.
guys into the 6, right?
Do I
Take
need-
He's like,
everyone
oh
else.
my!
Sorry.
An
do I-
ethical dilemma.
They have to
do
roll
we
shampoo.
Oh no, it's fine. Take everyone but me. It's cool.
What? No.
You can banish
Yeah,
himself.
I'm gonna
I
banish
haven't.
myself.
I haven't relayed this info to others. Or is
have?
Alti speaking to everyone?
Alti speaking to everyone is at this
Yeah.
point.
Oh, it's cool.
It appears that you have extra. It looks at you.
Yeah.
Are you
Cool.
sure?
Yeah. Bye bye.
You're gonna go, but just banish yourself.
Yeah, bye bye.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Starts enchanting banishment.
At this point, you hear as you're saying bye bye.
Well, he has the red vial, doesn't he? Or who
I
has
have
it?
it. Wait, no. It's
No,
in the
Baxter
Yeah,
has it in
Baxter
the bag.
Baxter has it.
Oh right, Baxter has all the stuff, right? So now
At
we can
this
have
point,
components.
lightning streaks across the sky, and there's a roar of thunder,
I feel like we should.
and you hear the sound of a great flapping
Oh.
from above.
A dragon.
Is it Mammon? Is
No,
it? Is
if you
it
just
Devil?
take us at least, and you choose the other two.
Okay,
It's
I
most
am
obvious.
willingly gonna stay.
Take me at least and Baxter since he has the items, and the rest of our party. It's pretty simple.
You
I
guys
think.
are all like this, so. Did I already put?
What?
Okay, that's just a
What?
Rakshasa. At this point, you see this creature
You don't know the song?
flying,
Okay, there you go.
flying
Don't look at me
from
like
the
that.
air. It looks exactly as I've described. It is a large, red, most demonic-looking creature.
You got stripes? Oh wait, no, that's just the
Um,
weird plate thing.
He looks intensely
Yeah,
furious, and
Is that-
although he is unarmed here in the miniature, he is actually wielding a multitude
Give him an orb.
of weapons.
How many hands?
What?
How many hands
Do
does
you
it
have to
have?
catch these hands?
Well, it's this multitude weapon. I'm assuming it has many hands. Or
Well,
something.
he's got 2 arms.
No, it's like the Final Fantasy
He is-
swords. There's a bunch of swords floating around.
He is, well, no. No, he's wielding in one arm a great, massive mace.
Oh, nice.
Baxter voted to kill the dwarf. Just, if we're voting.
Wait,
Which
who's
one?
we don't need to vote.
Wait,
there
Which
are
one?
two.
Jack still wants to kill. Oh, fuck you,
outside
Baxter.
of
And
Like,
he is
both-
flanked by 2, on his flanks are 2 horn devils. I wish I had more than 1 horn devil. And
Thing has horns.
Substitute.
well, that's not. Oh, that's nothing like a devil. Anyways, it's not important. Yeah, that's a horn devil.
Alright, wow.
And a legion of spine devils are sort of flittering about him in a protective shield.
Oh, fireball.
Oh, that's perfect fireball.
Fireball
they're probably
is a
resistant
terrible
to fire.
idea.
The ones immune to fire, it's sort of the fearsome creature sort of flaps its wings as it does that. The air sort of vibrates.
Hey, for second and radius, do they have to be touching the ground?
No,
It's a sphere, isn't it?
I thought it was
Or
just radius.
it's a sphere.
Okay. Yeah. Alright.
I'll double check.
Drop it like it's hot.
I don't have it anyway. Yeah, it's a sphere.
And as it descends, it shouts in a great booming. You want to do something?
Oh, just like a meta
Yes.
question. Which one was the one that's like Lord Dispater has smiled upon me
The
today?"
drow.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I vote the dwarf if we're
Why
voting.
the dwarves?
It's a dwarf.
She means me.
Not Torvald, because he's.
There has been a great many disturbances in Mammon's realm in the recent day.
Maybe it's
And
just
another one has struck.
Another one, DJ County.
another one.
Looks down at you. You must be the miscreants behind all of this. Well, you will not escape this time.
You shall not pass.
With the assistance of an Arcanoloth, no less.
Out of here.
Right, the exit is this way, right? And that's back to the Citadel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get us out of here, Alti.
Which way?
Exit is this way.
Alti sort of looks to you and you hear in your mind. And afraid I've misplaced my focus for for your plane. Just got to rummage around for a little bit.
Oh my god.
If you don't mind.
Do we have all our stuff back?
It's as you say something, the pit fiend looks over to you. Shut up, mortal. You will not be speaking unless called to be spoken.
Do I know what
No.
Alti needs? Can I look in Baxter's bag?
At first, well, he's
Oh,
sort of
he's-
monologuing at
okay.
this point.
Cutscene.
But,
Can like as he's monologuing, he'll just be like having a side conversation, like trying not to be seen.
if you want to keep talking,
he'll just attack.
Be
Somebody
angry.
Let's hear his
Listen
monologue.
to
I
me.
mean, like, okay.
At first, we were content to have you fall into the crucible, to be forged into soul coins anew. But it seems that we will have a different fate for you now.
Did-
We will smash your bones
I like-
into the ground here and fertilize it.
Can I surreptitiously try and like grab our stuff from back?
Yeah. Holy
Yeah,
crap,
roll
my
a,
fucking
roll a
helmet.
sleight of hand check.
Do we all have to? Because I also want to grab my shit.
Well, no,
might help
because
Alti.
the bag of holding can only allow you to grab one item with an action per round.
Grab all our stuff.
That's a 7, but I will use my psychic thing. Am I proficient in sleight of hand? I think I am. No, I'm not. That's not great. Plus 7, so 19 total.
Okay.
That's actually
You can get one item out.
one item. One item. Can we tune all these tuning forks?
It is not in the bag of
Oh,
holding.
okay. Fuck. Then I
Alt-
will get.
Alti is not
Will
rummaging
the red
for
thing
you.
help us?
Huh?
Can I psychic whisper Alti? Will the red thing help us if we break it?
No. So you can.
I will grab.
What do I know?
I will grab. Wait, is Thor's axe a +1 axe?
Tormal has to bless it every single day, so I forgot what the duration was on it, but he has to use his ability on it.
Otherwise, he's just using the full arm, right?
Yeah.
Which we don't know if it's magical.
Most likely is unlikely to smash it. It seems pretty mundane, of typical hellish construction.
Okay. Wait, has it been 24 hours though since?
Well, I don't know what the duration of time is. Marty, what's your ability?
I think once I do it, it's set
No,
until I
it's not.
change it. No.
It is not, no. Because I reread the ability online, but I just don't remember exactly. You have to redo it every day, but I forgot what the duration.
We're at 58.
Is it until you're...
We're good. I think we're good.
I'm checking now, so give me a second. Until the end of the next long rest.
Okay.
What
Alright,
time
then
you
you haven't, so it's still a +1 technically.
I grabbed Thor's axe.
Okay, you grab Thor's, well, you can't really sleight of hand that as you pull an axe out.
Can
No,
one-
I'm saying you can sleight of hand shoving your hand into it,
Yeah.
but as soon as it comes out,
Yeah,
it's
but can in that motion can I like guide his hand towards the handle as I'm pulling it out?
no, it's like a 4-foot long axe, so.
Is my bow small enough to sleight of hand
You
it?
don't have your ammunition.
Oh, that's a fair point. Yeah. Okay, can I just like keep my hand in there for a bit until like
What's that bulge in your pocket?
Okay, yeah. What is the bulge in the pocket? It's a huge penis. It's
Who's
Rissa's-
huge
well,
penis?
It's Rissa's huge dick. Just like keep her arm in the, like, not pull it out yet, but like if combat were to start, then she pulls out the axe.
My halberd. Give me my halberd.
Very well, I guess. That's not normally how I allow the thing to work, but yeah. Okay, you have it in there.
Okay, yeah.
While it
just-
keeps
just
monologuing.
ready. Yeah.
Can we like throw
Because
the
I'm
bag?
like behind Thor's anyway.
It's okay, the monologue is almost over, so. Then it screams, "I will pound your flesh into this very ground, and you will make new mortar for this grand road that leads out of here." And he sort of points forward, he's like, "Destroy them." And we will continue next time, because it's getting late.
It's gonna be a big fight next time, eh? We're ready.
Only combat session. Here we go.
I
Only
feel
combat.
like the 3 levels of exhaustion is gonna catch up pretty soon.
Okay, so your movement is half. All your attacks are disadvantaged, and all your checks are disadvantaged.
Which says something.
I have a plan. We can put the bag of holding over his head and destroy it. That sucks him into the void.
The astral plane. Alti's gonna be so pissed off if you destroy that bag, but